If you ever had major problems in your relationship or not attracting as much women as you like, 99% of the time it's because you're not the prize. Although it's just a few things that make you the prize, most men is missing out on some or all of these. I guarantee if you have all of these, you will never face a harsh rejection ever again in your life. It doesn't matter if you're ugly, if you're obese, if you're short, or just flat dead broke. I'm broke! You can still become the prize as long as you have all these down pat. I'll save the best for last, but let's start with an important one, which is goals. Goals are just something you work towards on a daily basis, but these goals have to benefit you and the people around you. I even give you an example. A broke college student that's going to med school to become a brain surgeon is more attractive than a man that makes $150,000 a year with no further goals. Just like a doctor that has goals to open up more practices is more attractive than a doctor that have no goals to open up more practices. Women are spontaneous and love walking into the unknown with somebody they feel comfortable with. Having goals that you chase on a daily basis leads to growth, and every woman wants to get on that ride. And that's even if it's rough, no pun intended. They only get off the ride when the ride stops working or it's not beneficial to them anymore, i.e. they're not having fun. The majority of time women get with men is because of potential, and the majority of times that women leave men is because they see no more potential. Having goals that benefit you and her forces her to see potential, so therefore she will always stay, making you closer to being the prize. Number 2, zero tolerance. You have to learn to say no, and not like a toddler no, just saying no just to say it. I'm talking about saying no that's non-negotiable for a specific reason. You can never be the prize if you don't have standards and you just do what other people say. One of the main things that women look for in men is security. That's physical security, emotional security, financial security. You get the drift. They need somebody that's successful like Elon Musk with a goddamn SWAT team just mixed together. What if you have a president and the president makes a decision and then somebody else disagrees with that decision, and then the president says, okay, yeah, so let's go with what you said. Then somebody else disagrees with that and the president says, okay, let's go what you said. How would you look at that president? Does that president seem like a leader? So if you're a man that doesn't like women wearing a certain type of dress or looking a certain type of way, you should have zero tolerance on that. And that gets even deeper, but we're going to save that for the fourth one. Your nose is non-negotiable and you allow that person to go do whatever they want to do, just not around you. Also know if somebody starts a certain way, don't try to change them to make them your way. You only want to get people that's in line with whatever you believe in or whatever you like in the first place. Therefore, it's easy to tell when somebody steps out of bounds. There's one big rule in negotiation, and that is always be willing to walk away. If you're not willing to walk away, then you cannot negotiate. You'll basically just be there suggesting ways that other people can make you less unhappy. Number 3, doing something for nothing. This one you have to be careful with. This is like walking a tightrope, and if you fall on either side, you're done. To be the prize, you have to be comfortable giving everything and not expecting anything. It's a tightrope because people will try to abuse that, but I'm going to give you something to eliminate that in just a second. A woman should never ever do more for you than you do for her. If she does more for you, she will 100% expect a return quick. Yeah, a wise man once said, they're not like us. You doing more for a woman than a woman does for you helps you with number 2, which is having zero tolerance. When you do everything and expect nothing, you will notice the disrespect 100 times faster, which will help you leave bad situations fast and not be like other men that stay in bad situations. The most common thing is a woman requiring a certain type of date just for you to be around her. When you expect something from her, you would tolerate a lot more because now you're going to do a risk and reward analysis, trying to figure out if this date is worth potentially hooking up with her. You become addicted to gambling without even knowing. And if you know gambling, yeah, you might get some wins, but most of the time you're going to lose. The house never loses. Not too many casinos just running out of business. But now if you're doing something for nothing, like taking her on this date, you'll realize that disrespect from the beginning. You're taking time out your day, the same as she's taking time out her day. And in fact, you're paying for it. You're picking the place. All she really got to do is show up, and you're there to show her a good time. And so not only are you taking her out, all of the burden of the whole entire date is on you. That's just in exchange for her presence. All she has to do is exist and receive. But even with all of that, that type of woman still feels that she needs more from you. She's disrespectful and feel that her life is more valuable than yours. Her time is more valuable than yours. And these are the women you leave on red and give them the honor to talk to themselves. This would give you another step towards being the prize, because any man that accepts that is the bottom of the barrel. These are the men that need that dopamine hit, that's desperate to gamble just to get something in return, potentially.
God, I'm starving. Seriously, guys, make her kiss me. Come on.
Those are the only men that she will qualify for. So therefore, from that moment on, if you are this man that's becoming that prize, everybody else she talks to that she has to give that criteria to is going to be bottom of the barrel, terrible type of dates. Her life would suck in the long run, guaranteed. So it's best for you to just stay out of it completely and move on. Right before we get to number 4, I would appreciate if you hit the like button. That button is like a share button, allowing other people that need this type of content to hear it. Number 4, being a rock. Women are like water. They move everywhere and anywhere with no perfect form. Water can be calm and nice, or it can be extremely violent and deadly. When you're a rock, this water crashes into you and you don't budge. This is basically stoicism. Nothing turns women on more than a man that's stoic. Contrary, nothing pisses off a woman more than a man that's stoic. Counterintuitive, but we're talking about women, so perfect. Being that most women are emotionally erratic, the last thing they need is a person that's the same. That would be like the blonde leading the blonde. When she's happy, sad, upset, depressed, you're always the same. Cool, calm, and collective. She will always want to be around you so she can bounce her emotions off of you, and you will make her feel better. That's just human nature. If you see one person get up and run and start screaming, another person does it, and another person does it, at minimum, you will do the same as far as running. But if she's upset or crying, and then you're upset and crying, nobody can help nobody. But if she's feeling down and she's feeling depressed and you're there to be like, everything is going to be all right, she has less panic. Instead of everybody running in that scenario, it will be just like one person going crazy. And everybody that's sitting down will look at that person like they're crazy. You will be like everybody sitting down. And then she will start to realize that she's being crazy and she calms down. Women will always want to be around a man like that. That is in fact why people like cats. Because cats have a plain face. They have no emotion in their face. So therefore people can project their emotions on them. I know you heard the cat do the same meow and they're like, are you tired? Oh my God, you're mad at mommy, aren't you? Oh no, you're happy with mommy. The cat face is the same whether it's mad, whether it's sad, whether it's happy, same thing. So basically be Catman and you're set. And last but not least, it's the gumbo. This gumbo was basically everything else of the small things. We're talking about the hygiene. We're talking about the character. Those two things are high in that gumbo. We get hygiene, but as far as character, women always gonna want a man that's nice. A man that's easy to be around. Hence kind of cool, calm, and collective, but usually just treats everybody nice, no matter what. Being a nice guy to everybody and making sure everybody around you feel comfortable, even strangers like the waiter or the guy that's cutting up your meat in the deli at the supermarket, showing everybody respect creates an aura around you. And when you do things that's not in direct benefit to other people, they'll understand because they know that this person is the nice guy. So if he's saying this, it's for a reason. It's not just because he's being mean, because he's a nice guy. I guarantee if you work on those 4 things and a little bit of that gumbo, you will be the prize and it'll be hard to keep women away from you. And the ones that stay will stay for a long time or forever. And the ones that leave is always going to want to come back, guaranteed. I really hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you didn't get a chance to like the video before, consider liking it now. That will help push this video to so many men that need this type of content. Also, if you have questions about this video or any other topic in dating, I could definitely help you out. So don't hesitate leaving a comment and I'll be there to assist you. I mean, that's what brothers are for. All right, I'm out.